Thank y'all for tuning in.
Woo,
You
woo.
are listening to your girl, Miya Janae. We got your boy, D.Blaze.
Yeah.
And we got your girl, Almond girl. Hey, howdy, hi. So we're going to get into a hot topic today.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to let Almond girl go ahead and get this discussion started. All right. Well, the DEA recently approved a cannabinoid drug for the treatment of two rare forms of childhood epilepsy.
Wow.
The drug is called Epidiolex.
Okay.
And it's a compound of marijuana that is not responsible for the high. Now, they've taken it off of being a Schedule 1 drug, and it is going to be a Schedule 5. It's the lowest of the schedule classes now, and by them declassifying it like this, it is going to allow for the pharmaceutical companies to start selling it. It'll still you'll be required to have a prescription, and also you will probably need your ID when you pick it up from the pharmacy. But I believe that this is a excellent step towards the legalization of marijuana totally across the board, federal. So it's not legal in some states, and then it's still a federal effect.
Okay, so this is one step closer to letting it be all the way legal in that form or in all forms?
I believe it's going to be it's taking that step towards being legal in all forms.
Okay.
Because they're starting to allow the CBD oil to be used to treat medical conditions. Then maybe they'll take another look at it being smoked for those medical conditions, which would then free it up to the general public. Yes, and then it wouldn't be illegal anymore, and they would have to, list those barriers federally before, it can be, once they do it federally, they list it federally across the board, then it opens up a whole new market for them. Distribution around the world, basically. But for the government, they'll, I've always said if they just legalize it and tax it, then a lot of people wouldn't sell it illegally because they're like, I can make a legit living from it, and it's what I do already anyway. Hey,
okay. So is this...
the government happy? Make your weed man happy? I'm just saying, you file your taxes and they get a cut at the end of the year. Who could complain?
Okay, so what about this new industry or new thing coming up about, well, it's not new to, everybody on the street, but commercially, this thing is like the dispensaries, the weed dispensary thing that's coming up. It's really interesting. I don't know, be more welcomed than what it has been. I don't get it, but I like it.
You talking about medical marijuana for Ohio?
I'm talking about medical marijuana for everybody. I'm talking about they gonna make this like, is this the gateway or the door that's gonna let everything be wide open? Because if they gonna let this,
I think this will step in that direction. Them legalizing or them releasing it as or recognizing it as a method of using for a medical condition. I believe by them declassifying it from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 5 is a step in the right direction, because eventually they're going to be like, okay, well, we've already declassified the CBD. Now let's start testing, for stuff that has the THC. Yeah. And once they start to testing it and, they go through these trials and see how it affects, I believe overall, and more states seeing that they're legalizing or approving the medical CBD for treatment, a lot of these states are going to start looking at that like, okay, well, you know what, if the DA is starting to to relinquish or relax some of their stipulations for it, well, let's look into it and see what all we got to do, to help them along or even get it to where it's illegal all across the board.
And you also have to realize that all of this is being unwinded from years and years and years and years ago, back to when they was just trying to push alcohol and cigarettes, and they didn't know how to market marijuana, so they didn't want it out there because they weren't making no money off of it. If they can't control and say where it is and where you could go to buy it, and it's just other people that they don't have no tax ID on that's going around and selling this stuff, they're not going to want it out there on the street. And so therefore, hey, you got weed on you? Okay, well, you're going to go to jail. We're going to charge you over something that it hasn't killed anybody, but a lot of people want to say it's a gateway drug to other higher and more dangerous drugs. I don't agree. I agree with the
gateway to the refrigerator. It's a gateway you ordering a pizza in the middle of the night.
So
make it better run to the grocery store. But I don't see it being a gateway to me wanting to try heroin or, meth or even crack. That's not what I think about.
Right.
The only way I see that being a gateway is whoever your seller is that you're buying from is mixing something in with it, and that means that you're not checking your stuff properly. But I've never heard that it's a mass number of people passing away from smoking marijuana medically or even just recreational. Thank you. Yes, I've never.
Like you said, unless it's been dipped in something, like, if they've taken it and dipped it in formaldehyde, or, I don't know, whatever else they dipping it in or putting chemicals on it. That's the only way I can see it being, oh, wait, somebody go back to smoking weed from somewhere else and they ain't getting that high they got off of it was altered. So now they looking for something. But if it ain't been altered, then I don't know. I don't see you just decide, oh, you know what, this is not strong enough. I'm going to go, pop Molly, or I'm going to go and try some meth because I need that high.
I mean, if that is what's happening, then that means that you've already tried those drugs. You're not going to crave something that you never had.
That is true.
You're not. There's no way Pike's going to crave. You wouldn't never be in your system.
Well, not even that. You wouldn't chase that high because you never been there.
Never had that high. Exactly.
You wouldn't know what it feels like. So you've never had that type of high, you're not gonna crave it because you smoke marijuana and you don't feel that high.
I think they just need to go on ahead and figure out how to market it, but they need to go on ahead and figure that out and drop the.
They already setting the foundation to sell it though. You already got dispensaries, so. If you opening it for recreational use, people are going to come in, they're going to buy, because it is a product that is being sold from a dispensary, there's going to be tax on it in these states. So, the business have to have a tax ID, which means they pay taxes on what profit they're making.
A lot of people who have all these different health issues, and the fact that they can take one product to help with all of them symptoms versus a million different pills that you're popping that potentially might offset this pill that you took or cause this reaction or worse damage, when you could take something that's naturally grown from the earth and it's meant to help with those conditions.
I think the real reason they haven't legalized it yet is because they have some kind of contract. The government has some kind of contract with this pharmaceutical company. And for them to legalize marijuana, it's going to potentially put those pharmaceutical companies out of business.
And honestly, I don't care. I would not care.
Well, you got to think about it. Think about all these the upper class people who have shares, or they got stock invested into these pharmaceutical companies.
Okay.
That's what they don't end up losing a lot lot of money, and see, there's no share on the stock market for marijuana yet.
That's true.
And they haven't invested in it yet. So they're not making money. Those people aren't making money. If they legalize it and the pharmaceutical companies go out of business, then people are left assed out. They're not making no money. So I think that's what the real reason is behind them not wanting to legalize it, even though it can help so many people.
Hey, when you realize something is not working, what you supposed to do? Make a change. Make a change. Figure out how to make a change and figure out how, if you got to deplenish jobs here, how to get them people into the new system, how to get them over to where they not losing out on no money, where you bring in new training and get them trained on the different strands and stuff and what to sell where, and make sure that they still have a job to feed their family.
Think about how many people, if they had more dispensaries, or, you know what I'm saying, the jobs where they're with the marijuana because it's legal. Think about all the black, or even just the young men, or whoever who would have a job because this is what they do anyway. They already do this. Now they can do it legally and not have to worry about, dang, if I do this, I'm going to go to jail. I'm putting everything that I love at jeopardy. Versus, okay, I've been growing weed for God knows how long. I know how to cultivate it. I know how to make the plant, you know, the biggest, the best, whatever. Take that knowledge and put it toward, or make them work in a dispensary or in a grow house to where y'all getting those good bounds, those nice big buds that y'all can sell. It's a win-win because y'all get the taxes, an abundance of jobs because you can grow it. You know, there's people who know how to grow it, so now they're not out here just unemployed doing illegal things.
And you know, I noticed that when they talked about bringing dispensaries to Ohio, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm all for that. And then I seen another article that came out and was like, well, we have dispensaries, they have the facilities and so where they have 24-hour surveillance to cultivate, which is cool. But then when it came time to discuss talking about who was going to work there, it was like you had to be certified and have these, and that kind of, it really did make me feel a certain type of way because you're not including people who really need jobs. You're trying to keep it at a high. Oh, you need to go to school for this long and trying to put stipulations already because you don't want everybody. I don't feel like they want everybody to be able to make money. They want to keep the classes below, middle, and high.
It's all about the upper class.
It is.
And until they legalize it, you got to think about it. Think about all them cartels.
Oh, yeah.
In South America, you know, or even, you know, overseas, out in Africa, wherever they grow weed at. All of that stuff is being shipped here. They trying to get it here illegally. Think about the tax you could put on that for importing their stuff.
Exactly.
They still make money. The government still make money. And then you sell it. Not only you gonna tax it not once but twice, because you're gonna tax them to ship their stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it gets to the dispensaries and sold, it's getting taxed again. So why not legalize it?
That's the big question. Why not legalize it?
Big mystery.
So those are just my rambling thoughts on the DEA's approval of the Epidiolex CBD oil.
Yeah.
They hope. We just gotta wait and see what they gonna do.
Man, you know, now since it's up for, you know, debate, at first they was like, no. But now it's up, you know, they turning the table a little bit. Now I don't know how it's gonna turn out for the world.
Times have changed and we need to change with it. If we're gonna keep evolving, we have to change with the times.
It's like coming out of slavery. And I don't like bringing it up because I know we trying to move past it, but at the same time, it was like people couldn't really think about what life, you could only imagine, but you didn't know what life was really going to be like if it really ended. And then you think about marijuana. What would times be like if it really became legal and all around the world?
Will we have so much anger? Will we have so much strife?
Yeah, because ain't nobody going to smoke no weed and they want to go shoot up some. No, you're not angry. You chilling out, thinking. Okay, you know what? I I ain't got time for that.
Or even, what ideas did you come up with?
That's another. With them doing tests
Creativity.
about your mind.
Because
What they
you think about stuff, and how many times have people gotten high and sat there and thought about, just life itself in existence, or, how can I make this better? Or, you come up with different stuff, when your mind is unlocked and you can get those creative juices flowing.
And that's another thing that's not being talked about, that you can access different parts of your mind. But hey, that's the question.
Maybe our government will get it together.
Hopefully. But in the meantime, between time, this is the end. We're going to let it go right there. It got a little hot.
I mean, it's a hot topic.
I see.
Hey, D.Blaze.
Well, I know.
Bringing the heat today.
I know. Man, I like it. Well,
you know that's a topic that's on a lot of folks' minds, whether they smoke or not.
man, you got that right. But it's all good. It's all to the good. So, as we ease our minds, let's fade away.